We are back with the anime character duels. Hello, I'm Jay Stigado. That's me, also known as Jada. Call me either, preferably Jada. Regardless, this is kind of a big occasion, I guess. Tomorrow you got Dynasty of the Useless Hydra Drives. That's a big one. I'm recording this well in advance just to make time for a big project, I guess you could say. Either or, you won't want to miss it. It comes out a day after Hydra Drive, so just be sure to subscribe. Remember, only 20% of my audience actually is subscribed, and I'd really like that number to be at least X plus 1, where X is the number of my subscribers. That's just how I want it to be. Regardless, let's head directly into the deck profiles. This is Joey versus I, and we're gonna start with Joey. You may know Joey as the single greatest character that Yu-Gi-Oh! Has ever made, and if you say anything else, other than Jaden, you're wrong! And that's just how it goes. Who else is such a Chad that he runs not only Time Wizard, but he also played Time Wizard as a spell at one point. Why are we not playing him as a spell? Well, we wanted Claw of Hermos to, work to summon Time Magic Hammer and go bonk. That's, in the very, very rare case that ever happens, considering his other, a lot of his other fusions are, how do you say, entirely unsummonable. So regardless, you see a lot of things in here that are quite powerful. You see things like Graceful Charity, Pot of Greed, Harpy's Feather Duster, Scapegoat, which he used in combination with Panther Warrior. God Yu-Gi-Oh! Was so strange back in the day. You have Blue Flame Swordsman, which everyone in my community just calls lose one attack, or everyone who uses it just changes his attack to anything, because he can lose any amount of attack. You can make him have 1,337 attack. You can have him have 69 attack, 420 attack. The humorous possibilities are, I would say limitless, but, it's between 0 and 1,800. So anything that you can think of between there, that's about it. And when he dies, he summons out Flame Swordsman, which is a normal monster and not a fusion monster in the anime. Roll of Fate's just straight up broken. Copycat is straight up broken. Question is really great if your opponent just straight up forgets, or you confuse them a lot with Fiber Jar, which is straight up broken. You have things like Grave Robber, which might as well just be Copycat, but it's also for monsters, so straight up broken. Dangerous Machine Type 6, if you are lucky, it is straight up broken, and can keep in mind, luck is a skill, Joey's very skilled. This is just a fact. Gamble is in the exact same boat. Bottomless Trap Hole, yes, he played it. This deck's gone through a few iterations, a few without the land stars, but they're so dopey that I kind of wanted to keep them regardless. As well as, things like Kunai with Chain, which we just couldn't say no to. This card came out in the Synchro era. Didn't you know that? But then you have things like Gamble. Good luck. That is all. Good luck. You'll need slightly less good luck for Fairy Box to work, but it's still ridiculous. Trap Hole of Spikes, dealing a fourth of the destroyed monster's attack. I don't know why it's a fourth. I don't know why you even questioned me. But we have Graceful and Skull Dice. Everyone loves these cards. Everything that you see here, you can tie back to a really great Joey moment. Lord of the Red, anyone? Aura Armor versus Valen? Necomane King. Okay, not every card, but most of them. Like Jizno. We love Jizno. And Maximum 6. I don't remember when he played this. It's just kind of good. That is all. And I guess we can go to I, because we kind of just realized Joey, pretty stacked, pretty good. For a DM character, Joey's straight up top 3 in the entire verse. Straight up Joey has the DM staples, and then Jinzo to back it up. Then Panther Warrior, Gearfried, Blue Flame, Rocket Warrior. He's got all the spells and traps you could ever need, and then the monsters are just good enough. I'm not going to say they're fantastic, because, Playmaker exists, Yuri exists, etc. But Joey, they're just solid. And then the spells and traps are really good. So let's head on over to I. So here's I's deck, made up of almost entirely puns, like, hi, I's him. Okay, I don't get this one. I's ritual. It's literally just him. I forget half the puns are like him as the dude, and half of them are just using it as the letter I. Like Ignister, Island, Compromise, I Wall. Okay, what's this one then? I don't know. Some of y'all call it Ad Imposter. Remember this deck? Ad Ignister? It's still a thing that exists in today's meta, for God's sake. Not really high tier, but if you're even close to Rogue, you probably do well in the anime tournaments. If they're actually the real life cards. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yup. Oh boy. That's kind of what you can say to all of them. He also has Judgment Arrows, which is a link spell, if you're unaware of what that is and how that works. It's exactly what you think it is. It's just arrows that point up while in the spell and trap zone. It works pretty well. And then we have Dark White. I don't think this exists in real life, but there was actually a funny bug with this that I kind of want to bring up. You can only link summon Dark White Adagnister to the extra monster zone. I only find this very funny because you can mess with this really hard in Master Rule 3 or any sort of old format. I don't think you can anymore, but you definitely used to be able to. Where you could just summon it to the extra monster zone that doesn't exist. It would just make space on the board to summon this thing, which is so funny. I don't think there's footage of it on the internet at this point. I would hope that there is, but if anyone can send it to me, absolutely do that in my Discord, DM me, this, that, the other thing. But just know, this is not the best kind of build of Adagnister, but this is what I played. And this is, as in not me, but I. As in not I, but I. As in not me, but me. But either or, it's gonna be here. It's certainly a rival Cyber Adagnister hope. Less copium, more hopium. You don't even, like, say it to yourself and say you'll do it. You just kind of go, oh, you know, one day. Like you're a princess locked in a castle. That's about all you can really get here. Well, I feel like there's been enough diddly-daddling, or dilly-dallying, I forget the exact term. I know it's just nonsense Ned Flanders-isms, but regardless, we can go straight into the duels. So, on to the first game. We're gonna go from the Joey point of view, because that was my point of view, and that's kind of just how we go through all of these. Regardless, we've got Blue Flame Swordsman coming on out and attacking directly, because I just straight up passed turn. As in, I'm done with this joke. I'm just going, you guys get it, right? If you're confused, you're dumb. That's how it goes. Regardless, Blue Flame Swordsman is going to attack again because I has literally nothing at all. Island is, he's certainly there. Gonna go into Earth Golem Adagnister, attack over Blue Flame, which is going to summon the Orange Flame, I guess, or regular Flame. I guess you don't need to really qualify it. Roll of Fate, I'm going to roll a 1 to draw 1 card. It doesn't matter. But then I'm going to Blue Flame and just give the funny amount of attack. Now, funny thing, I attack with Flame Swordsman, and I'll tribute over it for Panther Warrior and attack through. I gotta leave the funky life points in case either of these get attacked. I want to see Shield and Sword, but funny thing, I actually, straight up could have just done this in a way better order, and I didn't think I had lethal, so I just wanted to do the funny thing, but I did have lethal. Flame Swordsman gained 501 attack to beat over Earth Golem. Blue Flame Swordsman attack then, and then with the rest of his attack, and then give the everything that he has at that point to the Panther Warrior. So that would have been deal 1 damage, and then that would have been 1299 times 2 plus 2000, which definitely would have been enough for lethal. It was close, but I didn't do the math, and let's see if it cost me. Will it cost me? Well, we're going to play Idol Reborn and bring back the Earth Golem. Earth Golem's going to attack over Blue Flame. I'm going to give up the 1 attack just to keep the damage weird. Summon back regular Flame Swordsman, which is great. And then we're going to Harpy's Feather Duster, just because I don't want to bother with any of that. It's fine. It's fine. You know, I misplayed this, but I don't think it really matters. I genuinely don't. I'm going to go for the actual lethal Brigadier over this. Yep, most of the little gumdrops, the little fun balls of goo over here are pretty weak, so the Landstars actually pull their weight here. Wow. I didn't even have to Graceful Dice, which is great, because Brigadier's slightly too big. Oh, 501 attack and above. Isn't that inconvenient? But Joey gets a win. Yeah, the Vrains deck is succumbing to the DM deck, you know it! That's just how it goes. We're going to play Dangerous Machine Type 6, and hopefully we're not going to discard our entire hand over the course of this game. Doyon is just going to be set because there is nothing else to do. Dangerous Machine is going to discard Eye Contact from I mean me. Okay, I said I was done with the joke, so I'll be done with the joke. Swordsman and Landstar, I tried to get over it, but I believe literally half the little goobers over here can actually get killed by a Swordsman of Landstar. They have very small stats, like Doyon, or Doshin, rather. Doyon can be in attack mode, Doshin can be in defense, or in attack again. Idol Reborn, I'm just gonna Grave Robber it, take it, I don't have to deal with it. 6, so Dangerous Machine Type 6 will kill itself. Oh no, that is Sag, get an F in the chat. Guilford's going to attack, and then you know I gotta play Gamble. And okay, so I may have not had to do that at all. Like, I really didn't, but I'm Joey, so what do you expect me to do? Did you honestly think that I wasn't going to do that? I'm going to justify that drawing 3 cards was pretty pog, and also I did not know that we were about to get the arrival at Ignistered. So yeah, actually, I think I'm fine. And that you're just mean for thinking that I should not have done that. Because if I, you know, I'm gonna set trap holo spikes after a Harpy's Feather Duster. The arrival is only at 4k. Thank God. Give me a turn just to do something at all. Roulette Spider. Will Roulette Spider bring me home is now the question. It appears that Trap Holo Spikes, and I'm going to chain Roulette Spider. Roulette Spider is going to change it into a direct attack, as if that could ever matter, because it already was one. And I'm dead! That's just kind of how playing Gamble goes. It's like it's a... Oh god, what's the word? It's like a wager of some kind. It's like a bet, but I feel like there's like a 6-letter word that could really exemplify what exactly this card is like. Oh, I'm sure I'll think of it. Okay, so the word I was looking for was bet twice and as one word. So regardless, we're going to head into game 3. We're currently 1-1. I believe this is the only time it's been 1-1 out the gate. Or that we've ever had a 1-1 score. It's usually like a 2-1, or that's just kind of how it goes. But regardless, we're going to summon Lord of the Red with Gearfried and Cyber Harpy Lady. Because it's really cool and I like it a lot. Dangerous Machine Type 6 is going to kill itself. Once again, very sad. I wish it could do anything other than discard eye contact from the opponent's hand. Eye is still not doing anything. Like, literally just cannot function in any way. And then I attack with Lord of the Red and Brigadier Landstar. God, it feels so good to be on the giving end of the worst hand you've ever seen in your life. Oh, that feels good. Oh, it's not just me that's horribly unlucky. Other people can have the capacity to have the worst hands they've ever seen in their lives. Yes! Yes, this is what we're looking for. Woo! And now it's on to game 4. Joey versus I. Joey up 2 and I is down at 1. Unfortunate. So let's see what I can do. And nothing. Do y'all see the issue with anime at Ignisters? There's like 3 whole cards on the planet that do anything in the anime. We're going to Kunai with Chain just to equip to Rocket Warrior, so I'm putting him on a 4-turn timer as opposed to a 6-turn timer. It is very important. Because, you know, you could just get the arrival any time. That could just happen at any moment. This is very unfortunate that we're just not able to do anything. If only we had one more at Ignister, we could special summon it anyway. We're going to Tie Strike. Doesn't matter. Tie Strike's going to keep it. And then Rocket Warrior. We're going to destroy at Ignister Island, which will kill Achichi. And then we draw the Doyon. Oh boy. That was the arrival. That could have summoned the arrival right then and there. It was just keep Achichi on the board, summon Doshin, normal summon Doyon, go into... And you just pop off. Yeah, it's kind of like this, actually. But, unfortunately, don't have the island to actually make up for it. And then Roulette Spider's just gonna... Oh, yeah, the Joey luck, man, the Joey luck! Sometimes you lose off of a gamble because your opponent summons a completely indestructibly huge towers, and sometimes Roulette Spider goes in your direction. You just gotta love it. You just gotta love it. Alright, so let's be honest. I'm a betting gal. I know a lot of you are also quite a big fan of gambling, considering all the Twitch points, or the channel points that I use on my Twitch streams, which, by the way, you should check out. That's just a fact. I make great content, some of the best Yu-Gi-Oh! Content on YouTube. I just feel that way, because I am Poggers, and you should be a part of my fanbase, so you may also be considered Poggers, simply by your interaction with me. That's just how it goes. But some people think I'm serious when I say stuff like that. That's what's so funny to me. Some people just look at that and they're like, why are you such a narcissist? And my only answer, because I want to keep it going, is just like, I've earned it. Of course I am. That's just how it goes. But how many of y'all would have bet on I there? I know I would have, like, I'm playing Joey, and I love playing Joey, so of course I would have bet on myself, because once again, I am the God Emperor of the Universe, or whatever I was going, whatever to keep that up. But you would think that Ignister would do something, at all, in any way. Nope. They got one game that I gave them. Y'all really sleeping on Joey. Y'all actually sleeping on Joey. Like, I can hear you go honk shoe, me, all that you want on Joey, and that is a sin. Joey, very good. I'm pointing my finger like I'm a very disciplinary-oriented, like, math teacher at the moment. I know you can't see it, but I'm sure you can feel it. But you should respect Joey. Respect on Joey's name. He beat the antagonist of all of Reigns. We love Joey out here. And honestly, that one loss barely even counted because Joey gave it. Let's be honest. If y'all can say that that Yugi surrendering to Rebecca doesn't count, then I can say that I gave that game, and honestly, Joey won 4-0. So, like, he's actually the biggest winner of all time in these tournaments. Do you see how ridiculous that is? Regardless, I'm keeping this outro going on a bit too long just because I love Joey, and I love saying how much he beat the main villain of Reigns. Like an absolute Chad. Giga Chad even. But regardless, hope you guys enjoyed. Check out the Twitch streams, check out the Discord in the description, and keep it all tuned for tomorrow. Dynasty of the Useless Hydro Drives. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that absolutely crazy? Regardless, see ya. I'm Jada. Bye. Whatever my outro is, I'm self-aware.